77 insights to overcome perfectionism, because let's face it, perfect is an illusion, because you're both a masterpiece and a work in progress. So here's the 77 insights and integration techniques I've learned from 11 years of transforming the perfectionist from fear to freedom. Let's go. Number 1, perfection is a behavioral adaptation. If you can learn it, you can unlearn it. 2, you are both a masterpiece and a work in progress. 3, more information is not liberation. 4, there's nothing wrong with you, you just have an idea of yourself that's in the way. 5, perfect is an illusion. Life is designed perfectly imperfect. 6, imperfection is the only place you truly realize I'm perfection. 7, where you strive for perfection is where you don't feel safe in who you are. Ooh, shit, that one's landing for me right now. Number 8, perfectionism is supported by the fear of failure. 9, perfectionism is sustained by the fear of judgment. 10, waiting until things are perfect in order to act will only lead you to identify more conditions that are not yet perfect. There's no one day, right? 11, you can always make up a story that validates not taking action. 12, there is no substitute to taking aligned action, capitalized. 13, action without intention causes more confusion than clarity. 14, you are confused because you haven't used the answer you were given yesterday. 15, achievements don't define who you are. 16, failures don't define who you are. 17, meeting your own needs is the prerequisite to rewiring perfectionism. 18, people-pleasing only leads to separation between the life and people you truly desire. 19, inauthenticity is the cause of unnecessary suffering. 20, you are worthy regardless of your performance. 21, you receive what you subconsciously believe you are worthy of. 22, the perfectionist focuses on lack. The imperfectionist focuses on love. 23, the fear of feeling inadequate is more crippling than actually feeling inadequate for a moment. Let that land. 24, repressing your feelings only amplifies the tension in your life. Sorry for all the typos. 25, the fear of judgment is more crippling than an actual reality of judgment. 26, other people's opinion of you only matter to the degree of which you already believe them. 27, perfecting your offering before making it available is the recipe to burnout. 28, you can't build a new you on your old subconscious foundation. You gotta gut it. You gotta take it down to the core, right? 29, you are limited to the degree of which you are unaware of your limitations. 30, it's safe to make mistakes. It's a natural aspect of how we grow. 31, freedom is your birthright. It's your natural way. 32, fear can only exist where freedom already dwells. Let that land. Fear can only exist where freedom already dwells. So you're already free. The fear can only come on top of that freedom. 33, connecting with your authentic self is freedom. 34, nobody else can tell you what your authentic self should look like. 35, should be eradicated from your vocabulary. 36, You did the best you could with what you knew at the time. Give yourself grace. 37. Slowing down will solve 99% of the problems you think you have. That's juicy. 38. Life doesn't need to be where your problems are. 39. Trying to solve your problems is what perpetuates the belief that you have a problem in the first place. 40. Dissolution is greater than solution. 41. Procrastination masquerades as the fear of being seen. 42. You don't need more information. You need more integration of what you already know. 43. Integration is the process of applying your awareness into everyday practice. 44. True wisdom is embodied knowledge. 45. Taking the quickest path will lead to the longest journey. Oh man, I know that. 46. The only sustainable way to your dreams is straight through your fears. 47. Your fears are only monsters in the closet if you choose them to be. 48. Take your fears out for a metaphorical beer. You might be surprised by what you learn about yourself. 49. Life is messy. 50. Breathing deeply will give you answers you didn't know you were looking for. Ooh, absolutely. 51. The future you are trying desperately to avoid is the future you are bound to create. This is so beautiful because I wrote this, almost a year ago now, and I'm going through my old blog to make these videos, and it's like, man, like we're always learning the lessons a notch deeper with time, you know? It's like these are things that I'd been learning and practicing, and they're still so relevant for me a year later, and will be 10 years from now, you know? Beautiful. 52. Your authentic blueprint to success will look and feel different than what the gurus are telling you. Don't be swayed into those pesky gurus. Have you ever met a successful perfectionist? Me neither. 54. The future isn't real, so stop trying to make it perfect. 55. The fantasy images you have of the future are the very images preventing you from starting now. 56. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. Hint, perfectionism is based in fear. 57. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. 58. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. 59. No matter how successful, happy, or fulfilled you are, you will still be judged, and you don't have to care about it. 60. Perfectionism is a very intelligent mechanism designed to keep you safe in the small idea of yourself. It just gets conflicting when your desires are ambitious. 61. Perfectionism prevents your potential from being actualized. Damn straight. 62. You can choose to stop identifying as a perfectionist at any moment. Because perfectionism is one of these things that we kind of complain about, but sort of there's like an accolade, like I'm a perfectionist. Oh, like what's your downfall? Oh, I'm a perfectionist, or whatever. The classic job interview. What's your biggest weakness? That I'm a perfectionist. Thinking that that's actually a good thing, but it's not. Yet we kind of want to be appreciated for the fact that we care, but yet it's the very thing preventing us from really being the best that we can be. Isn't it funny? Paradox upon paradox. 63. The part of you that is seeking information is the part of you that is inhibiting your transformation. 64. Perfectionism isn't a quality to overcome. It's the part of you asking to be transformed. Yeah. 65. Resistance reveals to you where you are not accepting your reality. Ooh! Snaps for that. 66. You cannot move forward if you don't accept all that you are. 67. You can strive to be extremely detail-oriented and awesome without identifying as a perfectionist. 68. Your greatest fears hold the seeds of your greatest potential. 69. Just because you can see the next mountaintop doesn't mean you skip crossing the river. Gotta get down and dirty. 70. Practicing what you already fucking know. This is so important, right? Because we just want to keep learning and learning and learning. Take this course, do that, do this. And while I am a stand for continuing education, for getting support, mentorship, coaching, therapy, whatever the heck it is, going to school, start doing what you already fucking know now. You know, you don't have to wait. 71. Your nervous system is both the lock and the key to self-actualization. So get familiar with your default pattern of fight or flight and inquire upon the validity of the threats you experience. You're not being chased by a tiger. Someone might have just said something about you. Not to deny the reality of what we experience, but a lot actually isn't threatening our safety, so we can learn to rewire our nervous systems in a way that is more expansive and creative. 72. The biggest threat you experience on a daily basis is likely not to your physical safety, but rather to the opinion you have of yourself. 73. You don't need to fight for your limitations by defending your identity as a perfectionist. 74. You weren't born a perfectionist, you were born a human. Maybe a dog, but I mean, if you're a dog, I don't know what to tell you. Dogs watch YouTube sometimes, apparently, you know, their masters will leave the TV on anyways. 75. Should implies shame. You can do without both of those. 76. Where you hold shame and guilt in your expression is where your latent potential is hidden. 77. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. God bless the Japanese proverbs. So here we are. Stop gathering information. Stop trying to gentrify the future with certainty. Stop believing that you are only worthy if you don't make mistakes. You don't need to know all the answers, and you don't even need to know all the questions. Give yourself some grace and start putting your awareness into practice. Take the path that goes right through the core of your fears and fully realize that you don't need to be perfect to be a fucking amazing human. You came here for so much more than fearing judgment or failure. There you go, folks. 77 insights that will help you become more radically you, because that is what we're here to do, folks. Appreciate you. Please subscribe if you haven't. Drop me a comment if this was helpful for you, and looking forward to seeing you in the next. Yeehaw.